Welcome to the first lesson on multiplying integers with two-colored counters. In this lesson, we'll look at multiplying a positive and a positive and a positive and a negative. In the next lesson, we'll look at a negative times a positive and a negative times a negative. For our lesson, we'll define a yellow counter as positive 1 and a red counter as negative 1, which means we can represent positive 2 using two yellow counters. We can represent negative 3 using three red counters, and we can represent 0 using one yellow and one red counter. Let's take a look at our first example. Here we have positive 4 times positive 2, or if we want, just 4 times 2. To model this using two colored counters, because we have a positive 4 times a positive 2, we can view this as we start with nothing, or 0, and then we're given, or we're adding, 4 copies, or 4 sets of positive 2. And because we can model positive 2 using two yellow counters, we would be given, or we'd be adding, 4 copies or 4 sets of two yellow counters, which would look like this. Notice how this gives us a total of 8 yellow counters, which is equal to positive 8. 4 times 2 equals positive 8. Now for our next example, let's look at 4 times negative 2. To model this using two yellow counters, again, we start with nothing, or 0, and then because we have a positive 4 times a negative 2, this means we're given, or we'll be adding, 4 copies or 4 sets of negative 2. And because we can model negative 2 using two red counters, this means we'll be given, or we're adding, 4 copies of two red counters, which would look like this. Here are the 4 copies or 4 sets of negative 2. And notice how this gives us a total of 8 red counters, which is equal to negative 8, and therefore 4 times negative 2 equals negative 8. So I'd encourage you to try a few of these on your own. In the next lesson, we'll take a look at a negative times a positive and a negative times a negative. I hope you found this helpful.